What's going on, everybody? My name is Armand Wake Up. Welcome to another episode of Model Ministry. Today, we are in the beginnings of a new month. I'm actually recording this on Sunday, and it's daylight savings time, and I absolutely detest, hate, and loathe daylight savings time. So I get a lot of people send me DMs, send me messages. They want to know what I think about this shoe, what I think about that shoe. And it kind of mirrors what happens with me when it comes to hip hop. People often ask, Armand, what do you think about this song? Armand, did you hear this album? So something that I do with my kids is we drive around in the car and we'll play the latest music, whatever playlist. And back when I was a kid, they called it Pump It or Dump It. In this case, we're gonna call it Lit or Skip. I'm gonna tell you the sneakers that I like, and I'm gonna tell you the sneakers that I think are absolutely trash. So without further ado, let's get into the first shoe. Actually, you know what? Let's go back and let's discuss some sneakers that just came out this past weekend. So first on our list is the Adidas Ultraboost Nice Kicks Woodstock collaboration. I believe this shoe originally released in August, and November 1st there was a restock. You got a lot of people who say, Boost is dead. And with a certain demographic, particularly with the sneakerhead community, yeah, Boost is probably dead. But I think what a lot of people don't factor in is, number one, what does death mean? And number two, why is it dead? In the case of is it dead, I think people would say that it's not as popular as it once was. And if we're honest, they would say because the market has been flooded with lots of different styles of Ultra Boost. You don't really see the cool people wearing them, rocking them, like all that stuff. All those things playing a factor, which honestly is pretty corny. What's not corny is when you like what you like because you like it and it best tailors and suits you. We get a lot of people who talk about, be you and be your authentic self and live your truth. But then they'll make fun of you because you like a shoe or you like a clothing brand or you're into something that the masses aren't or were at one point and aren't anymore. That's super corny. Also, these sneaker companies, actually these brands, period, they treat their most passionate fans as guinea pigs. I would not be surprised if the entire objective of releasing Ultra Boost was to mass produce them and make them easily accessible to the general market. What a lot of sneakerheads and what a lot of passionate people about a particular brand or product don't recognize is that you are a very small portion of their demographic. You're powerful because you are aware of the ins and outs of what they're doing, but the final goal is to get their product into the vantage point of the casual shopper. That's it. Because I don't believe that Boost is dead when every time I go out and I see a white male between the ages of 14 and 26 rocking joggers and Ultra Boost or NMDs. Like, it's so common right now, you can't say it's dead when it's still out and available. I read somewhere that the number one shoe is the Adidas Superstar. It's low cost. Adidas spends absolutely no marketing dollars on it, and it's their best-selling shoe, and it's the best-selling shoe, period. So, is Boost really dead? I think that's a heart check. I think that's a matter of ego and pride, and the sneaker community kind of has to get over itself. As for these shoes, I like them. I think they're dope. It's really interesting, the tie-dye with the gum bottom. I wouldn't have expected to put a gum bottom on a tie-dye, but it works. The good thing about Boost being dead is that now, because the people who would normally pay $400, $500, $600 for a pair of Ultra Boosts are not spending. They're now spending that money on Travis Scott. It makes it easier for those who want to buy this shoe to get it. So these are lit for me. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 Fearless. I like this shoe, kind of. My girl likes them. I'm not a big fan of patent leather ones. I have the gold ones that came out last year, and I like them, but to be honest, they're kind of uncomfortable to wear. So the color blocking is kind of weird. Like, it has, the toe has the red, and then on the back, there's like a Carolina blue, because Jordan played for North Carolina and Chicago. All right, cool. I do like, I've seen them with black laces, and I think the black laces work the best. The white laces are doing too much. The red and the blue laces are doing way too much. The color blocking is unique enough to where the rest of the shoe can be muted and the color blocking can do its thing. These are a skip for me. I think they're cuter on like smaller, like women. Like I said, my girl likes them, so I think they'd be dope for her. But me, I'm good. Another sneaker that came out this past weekend was the Fear of God 1 in the oatmeal colorway. Being that I'm tall and skinny, I'm not a big fan of the Fear of God 1 because it's like super duper chunky and it doesn't look right. Super duper chunky shoes do not look right on a tall and skinny frame. I will say though that besides the original black colorway, to me this is one of the better colorways of this particular model. If you're reselling, these are definitely, you probably should have went for these. But as for me, myself, these are a skip. Next up, we have a, what as of right now is a Complex Con exclusive, but I'm sure these are gonna get released because, yo, that was the jig a few years ago when people didn't realize what was going on because it happened with the Jordan 1 Top 3 and a couple of other shoes. It was a Complex Con exclusive outside of the NERD NMDs, and resale value went through the roof, and people was paying $600, $700, $800, $900. People was getting, it was like booths were getting shut down, all this crazy stuff, and then lo and behold, what happened? These sneaker companies produced them in larger quantities, and then they made them more easily accessible, and the resale market dropped. But best believe they benefited off of the hype that the sneaker community created with them being a Complex Con exclusive. And God, just humanity, yo. We just cannot help ourselves. We want what we can't have. If somebody tells us that this is gonna be hard or impossible to get, our ego and our pride just makes us wanna say, no, it's not, I'm gonna get it. It's so crazy. Anyway, these Answer 5s, collaboration with Reebok and BBC, it's doing a little too much for me. I get it. I appreciate them trying to do some different things with the Allen Iverson models, which I loved as a teenager. I appreciate them trying to transition them into the current climate. I did like the, I forgot what the name of the shoe was, but the blue toe and the red toe, I thought those were dope, but I feel like I'm too old to wear like mixed match shoes. I don't know, that's just me. Though the idea was fire though, I really appreciated it. It just wasn't for me. These are also not for me. These are gonna be a skip. Next up, we have the Kendrick Lamar and Nike React Element 55s. Very interesting that this is the shoe that they give to Kendrick Lamar. You know what? I'm not crazy about these. I think that the React technology is really comfortable. If you're somebody who values comfort in your shoes and you want to walk, React to me is like pretty on par with Ultraboost. And I would say that it's even a little more sturdy. I think so, a little more sturdy than Ultraboost. But am I gonna get these? No. I'm curious to know like what the value is gonna be, if these are gonna sell well, resell. I'm curious. I don't think they're gonna do too much, but yeah, these are a skip for me. So next up, we have two pairs of Air Jordan 4s. First, we will talk about the Olivia Kim Air Jordan 4. It's an all black Jordan 4 with, what is that, pony hair? What is that, velvet? With pony hair or like boar hair or like, I don't know, something. I believe these are women's exclusive, and they're cool for what they are. They're cool for what they are. Not my bag. I'm sure they're not gonna make a size 13, which is my size. but these are gonna be a skip for me. But I feel like for maybe women or people who really appreciate like detail, these will be dope for them. It's weird because like I don't understand why they would do this when they have the Black Cat 4 coming out next year, and maybe the Black Cat 4 will cause these to raise in value. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm cool off of these. Like they're cool, but they're not for me, so it's a skip. The second pair of Air Jordan 4s coming out in November are a What the 4. Nike is really, or Jordan brand, I'm sorry, is really getting into these What the models. They did the Jordan 1, which I've been pulling out and wearing a lot lately. There's a really, really dope shoe. I believe they're coming out with a What the 5 next year. It's like a mix of, I think the black metallics, the grapes, and I think the fire reds. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on that. That's fine. But these are the 4s. Yo, I'm actually wearing my 4s today. My Breath 4s. I mean, y'all don't need to see them, but you know what time it is. I think I shared this story that I was not a fan of 4s because I thought they made my foot look big because I had the Mars Blackman 4s from 2005. Come to find out, I ended up buying a size 14, and that's why they made my foot look big. I got these and I freaking love them so much. Again, for somebody who's tall and skinny, a shoe that doesn't look like a boat is like, you hold on to that thing for dear life. It's why I wear a lot of Jordan 1s, because they do not make my feet look big. So now that I really love 4s, I want to get a bunch of 4s. I want to get the Travis Scott 4s. I want to get the white cement 4s. These I really like. I think they're dope. I think they're just enough like pop in them for them to like be really dope without them doing too much. So these are lit for me. Yeah, these are lit. I don't think I'm gonna buy them, but these are lit for me. Yo, you know what? I forgot a shoe. I'm sorry. This past weekend, the Yeezy 500 Soft Visions came out. They are like a soft pink upper with a gum bottom. Bruh, gum bottoms are undefeated. And 500s are sneaky fire. When it comes to like Yeezy releases, you've got, to me, the 700s are the best. To me, the 700 Wave Runner is the best Yeezy, followed by the Beluga 1.0. 700s are the best model to me. The 500s are right underneath them. They're sneaky fire. They look like a rat, but like, yo, they're so dope. I really, really, really appreciate them. And like, I don't know why I don't have a pair. Like, I'm tripping that I don't have a pair. I probably won't ever get a pair, but I really, really like them. And these Soft Visions are fire. These are definitely lit for me. I tried to get my girl to get them. She wasn't crazy about them, but nah, these are super fire. I'm good. I'm gonna switch around a little bit and I'm gonna keep it Yeezy. A new Yeezy model is coming out, and these are the 380s. And this first colorway is called Alien, yeah. And I don't know how I feel about this shoe. I'm not gonna hold you. I know these have been available at Jesus is King pop-up shops that they've been doing at the Sunday services. I cannot wait. My Jesus is King crew neck is coming in tomorrow, and I'm excited. I'm super excited. I caught a super lick, and I'm gonna do a video, and I will let you guys know like that whole like fire. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these. I feel like the right person could really, really rock these. They could really flip them, and this could potentially be a model that I sleep on and end up liking later. As of right now, this is a skip, but I have a nagging feeling that I already know one of my homeboys is probably gonna get a pair. He's gonna get a pair, and I'm gonna see him out one day, and he's gonna body him, and I'm gonna want a pair. And they'll go from skip to lit, like expeditiously. Okay, I wanna talk about some Air Jordan 1 mids that are coming out this year. Coming out this month. Yo, Nike and Jordan, they have really been trying to get us to like different variations of the Jordan 1. So they've been inundating us with highs for the last few years, and now everybody loves highs. This past summer, well, actually they tried a couple years ago to hit us with the lows. And the lows didn't really hit. I remember they were in outlets for 50 and 60 bucks, and now resell on them is ridiculous because now they slightly kind of like SB'd them up a little bit, and they've knocked them out the park this summer. I pretty much all of the Air Jordan 1 lows have been really, really good. So with that, they're like, hey, you guys like the highs? Hooray! You guys like the lows? All right. Do you guys like the mids? Nah. And I know I got a mid box right here. I've been trying to sell them for the last... I've been trying to sell these Jordan 1s. I got the new loves. And like, I just don't like the way they fit. Like, they just don't go with my style. I love the color blocking, but I need a high. I need those yellow toes that ended up being fake. I need those super bad. I want to talk about a couple of these colorways that they have coming out this month because the colorways are kind of fire. Now, all three of these are gonna be a lit for me, even though I don't like mid Jordan 1s. I need my phone, I'm sorry. So the Blue the Great, the Facetasm, and the, is it the Maison Chateau? Those three in particular, because I guess they're coming out with some sort of pack in November, a bunch of different pairs of shoes, whatever. But like, those three in particular, I actually really, really like. I'm not buying them. I'm not getting them for my girl. I'm not getting them for my kids. I'm not dropping money on any of those. But like, yo, those are really, really dope. I have to say this, there's a difference between, I learned this, a shoe that you like and a shoe that you want to buy. You can appreciate a shoe and say that it's fire, but like, you don't necessarily have to drop $150, $160, $200, $250 on this shoe, because I've definitely bought shoes that I liked, but they don't really match with my aesthetic, the way that I dress, my fashion sense. It just doesn't go. So I just admire them from afar, even shoes that I absolutely love. Okay, so another Off-White and Nike collab is coming out this month. These are called the, the Zoom Vapor Streets. They're coming out in 3 colorways. These are gonna be a skip for me. I'm not super crazy about them. The black pair is cool. Let me pose this question. Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, yo, is Off-White and Nike kind of falling off? I know Off-White just bodied the IKEA collab and all that stuff is cool. And I did want the red rug that said blue. I thought that was kind of dope. But I also feel like I didn't want to drop $200 on a rug and then like it goes out of style in a couple years and I'm just out here looking stupid. Yeah, man, it's weird. I was talking to my homeboy about this. It's like, yo, ever since I seen John Gray wear Off-White Jordan 1s while he was preaching, like, I just have had no desire to wear any pairs of Off-White sneakers that I own. Like, I've just been super cool off of them. So let me know, yo, is Off-White Nike dead? These are definitely a skip for me. It might be time for them to, you know, either wipe their hands clean or at least take a break. 2 models of Nike shoes are coming out in various colorways, and I just want to talk about them because people ask my opinion on the silhouette. The LeBron 17 and the Jordan 34. I think both of these models, the silhouettes are really, really dope. The 34 in particular really grew on me. I think the LeBron 16s are the best LeBron silhouette since, God, the 11s. I have the King's Pride 11s. Like, that's the only pair of LeBrons I own that I don't hoop in. Love that shoe, but it was super uncomfortable. Wait, hold on. Didn't the LeBron 7s come out this past weekend? Those, I think they were called the red carpets or something like that. Those are cool. Too bulky for me. Again, tall, skinny dude. Bulky shoes look better on smaller people. Those are gonna be a skip for me, but they're dope for somebody else. As for the LeBron 17, the Jordan 34, I would like to hoop in either one of those pairs of shoes. I would love to get them out on the court, but am I gonna wear them as a casual shoe? I'm not. So it's a skip, but like, I really appreciate that the last few Jordan models and the last couple of LeBron models have actually been pretty dope. I appreciate Nike and Jordan brand for trying harder with these newer silhouettes. I still feel like Kyrie has the best silhouette in Although those last year, those Russell Westbrooks from last year were super fire. The Why Not 2.0s were super fire. Getting to the last few releases of the month, this is easily the most hyped shoe of the month. This is the Travis Scott Air Force One Low. It's doing a lot. I think that's corduroy on the tongue. No. I think Travis and Jordan have done a really good job this year. I love the sixes. I'm almost there. I love the sixes. I love the ones. The low ones are cool. I really like the fours. I'm really mad I slept on those fours because I didn't like fours. Now I want them. But these are the first ones. I guess, and maybe it's just the Air Force Ones generally, because the Air Force One collab I wasn't crazy about either. The sales with the different checks and all that, I wasn't crazy about those either. These are doing too much for me, but am I going to go for them so I can sell them for more money? Absolutely. These are 100% lit for resale, but for personal use and for my aesthetic of style, I'm good. Yo, one of my favorite collabs that I was not able to get my hands on, the Nike and Slam Jam Blazer Mid 77 is coming out in a black colorway. These are dropping at the end of the month. I absolutely love the white pair with the black check, and the check is upside down. Those are so fire. These are a black check with these are a black shoe where the white check is upside down. They are not as good as the white and black check. They're gonna be a skip for me, but I absolutely love this collab. If I could get those white and black joints, man, they made those really, really, really hard to get. And they never re-released them with larger quantities. I'm actually shocked they didn't re-release them. So I'm cool on them, but yo, those are super, super dope. The black ones I'm cool on, but the white and blacks are fire. The last shoe I wanna talk about, Nike did us super, super dirty with this Jordan 1. There was a rumor that these were gonna be a restock of the breads. And yo, here, it just so happens my breads are right here. Dog, I beat these to Bolivia. I beat these so bad, and I want another pair. So next year, they're supposed to be doing these like new beginnings Air Jordan 1s that are supposed to be like, you know, super true to the OG, the original high cut. And they're dropping those in a Chicago colorway, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. The rumor was that the breads were supposed to be another iteration of that particular style. That is not the case with these shoes, because that bread was supposed to drop on Black Friday, and every Black Friday, Jordan puts out a crazy shoe in large quantities, an aqua, I don't know. I just remember the aquas from a couple years ago because that's when I was super early into the sneaker game. Instead of getting the breads, we got what's called the bloodlines. They really value the community, and they use stuff like that to get you hyped up, and then they like, I don't even, you know what? I don't even know if it's that. I just know that these are like super trash, and they're a letdown. The problem is that people were so looking forward to the breads that like now, as long as if anything that's not the breads it's a wrap. So yeah, these are a big fat no from me. These are a super, super skip. So let me know what you thought of this. If you want me to do December, let me know what you're going after this month. Let me know what you're trying to resell, what you're trying to buy, all of that good stuff, man. And yeah, until next time, my name is Armand Wake Up. Subscribe, follow me, all that good stuff, please, 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 please. And we'll see you on the next video. ArmandWakeUp.com.